Hey guys, what's up? It's Jay, and we're gonna have some more like advice time. Remember we used to do that when you would ask me questions and I'll give you my advice on them through commentary and stuff, and we stopped because I don't remember why. But anyway, let's have our question that we have. Someone asked me a question, and I just haven't had time to answer it until now. It was like a week and a half ago. She asked me, and I guess this is like one for females, but before it was like dudes that asked me questions. So if you guys want to listen to this one, that's awesome for you. It might help you or help you explain something about chicks. And with girls, have fun. And first of all, let me say, I don't know why females ask me for advice, because I really don't think I'm the best with advice for females. I do better with guys, because I don't know, just females and me don't really usually get along. But anyway, just get in the question. So this girl asked me that she doesn't understand why, for some reason, guys always find her extremely clingy and kind of abrasive about things. And she's trying to figure out, how can she be less clingy and make guys find that more attractive, but find her personality more attractive without seeing the clinginess, first of all, and whatnot. And first, I have to say, like, I don't know why, once again, you're asking me this question, because I think, like, I'm not clingy, but I think every girl in, like, some capacity is like, clinginess, to where you're like, I'm fine, and then 1 minute you're just, like, all in someone's face all the freaking time. Because I know, like, me, personally, I'm not very clingy at all. I like to have my space. I like to be, I like to, like, people to give me time to miss them, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I kind of miss that guy completely. But, the thing is, like, with most girls and guys, like, you don't really give a guy time to miss you. Therefore, he doesn't really understand, like, how unclingy you are, because you're not really, like, spending time away from that person. So, that's one thing. But, I mean, it's just everyone has their moments where I know that, like I was saying, when, I'm not clingy, but the moment someone else stops, like, pursuing, like, spending time with me or whatever, I guess, then I become a little bit clingy. But for the most part, I'm not really someone who, like, has to be around you all the freaking time. But, how do you get guys like find you more attractive without seeing that portion of your personality? The thing is, you can't really. I mean, that's who you are. And you can't, like, not show someone who you are. That's even worse than, like, I don't know, that's just worse than them seeing that one part. Because I think everyone doesn't realize that when you first, like, start dating someone, of course, you show them the parts of your personality that you want them to see. But at the same time, you can't keep hiding who you are to make sure they stick around, because eventually it's going to come out. Then they're going to be like, where did this come from? I didn't understand. I didn't know you were an axe murderer. Where did this come from? I thought you were an awesome person who loved to pick daisies on the weekend or something like that. I don't know. But, the thing is that you can't force people to like you, because like, you just can't, like, block off parts of your personality so people like you more. Either they're gonna like you or they don't. I think it's one thing people tend to forget about life in general, is that people aren't gonna like you in life. That's just a given. Like, there's gonna be people in life who just don't like you, and you have to deal with it. And I think that's a problem for most girls, because girls, like, I'm not saying all of us, but I know a big portion of us, we have this issue with we want everyone to like us. And it was a problem for me for a long time. I wanted everyone to like me. If you didn't like me, I was, like, really, really upset about it. Until I started getting into writing, and I was like, you know what? Screw that. You guys can go like biscuits and stuff. I don't care if you like me. I don't care. But, it's just that you can't make everyone like you. And with people, not just guys, with people you are attracted to, I they like you or they don't. I mean, it's like, you can't get mad at someone for not liking you as a person. I mean, yeah, it kind of hurts your feelings, but it's like, I can't do anything about that. So it's like being able to deal with things that you can't change about people, I guess. You can't get mad at people. But at the same time, I can say that you can stop being so serious about things. I know a lot of girls that I know personally, we take everything so freaking seriously. Like, when we're just, like, when we like a guy, everything is so serious and everything is so just crucial. Like, oh my god, I have to do this and I have to do that, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't know about, like, all guys, but know the ones I've dated so far. And, I mean, me, like, personally, how I feel, I don't like someone who's serious all the time. I really don't like people who are, like, super serious. I know I come off that way with people, like, when they first meet me, that I'm, like, super serious, but I really don't like people who are like that, because it kind of drains the fun out of everything. You like to become, like, this fun vampire, stuck in the fun out of everything because you're so serious all the time. I mean, I like people who are goofy and people who like just make jokes about stupid crap all the time. Because I make jokes about everything. I mean, everything. I make jokes about everything and everybody. But it's just this thing where you have to stop being so serious and so just everything has to happen right now. Because it doesn't. I mean, like most people who ask me questions, most people that watch my channel are between the ages of like 17 and 24. And I don't think you realize how young you are. You don't have to have everything in life happen right now. I understand like the need for it to happen because I mean I'm like that sometimes. For the most part, I mean I'm 21 and I can't have everything in life happen right now because then what am I gonna look forward to later in life? Nothing, because everything already happened when I was 21. But with girls, we have this thing. I know one thing I know a lot of friends of mine do, which bothers the crap out of me as well as a lot of guys, is that when you start dating someone, you start planning out the rest of your life for that person, even after you date for like 2 days. And it's like you start planning all this crap, like, oh, we're gonna get married, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and you don't realize how creepy that is for a guy. I mean, even for me, if a guy start doing that, like after 2 days, I'm like, oh Jesus, I need to go, baby Jesus, Tom Cruise, save me. But it's fine if you care about someone a lot. I'm not saying that's a problem. So I'm not saying it's a problem if you feel certain things for a person after a short amount of time. But at the same time, you need to be a little bit more tactful about the things you share with that person. Like, after 2 days, you should not be talking about, I love you, and we should go get married, and go move to Italy somewhere. You shouldn't talk about that after 2 days. Even if you feel that way, it's okay to feel that way. But if you feel that way, just hold off on those feelings for like a good month or so. Then talk about it. That's like an acceptable time frame to be like saying all that stuff. And it's just that most girls don't understand that there's time frames of these things. I mean, like I'm saying before, it's okay to feel those things, but just be tactful and understanding of how the other person may feel about them. Like learn a bit more about their personality before you start sprouting all these ideas and stuff on them about the future and you two together and stuff like that. And I know a lot of girls do that, which is kind of weird and awkward for a guy. I don't know. I just don't think a lot of girls realize how like freaking fatal attraction / I'm gonna kill you when you're asleep if you don't, like if you ever break up with me kind of way that sounds. I think it's really, really weird and awkward for guys to hear that kind of stuff. Even for me to hear that, I'm like, okay, I need to get away from you. Oh, Tom Cruise, help me. But anyway, that's one thing. Another one is that I don't know. I just feel like a lot of girls, you just take advice from like the wrong people. And I'm not saying I'm like the best person to take advice from, but I think that if you hang around a bunch of bitter females and a bunch of like crazy dudes who just don't have boyfriends or girlfriends, you probably shouldn't take advice from them. It's like, hey, I'm gonna take advice on how to stop being a crackhead from a cocaine person. I'm gonna just take advice from him because he probably has awesome advice about how to stop doing this. He's on crack every freaking day. That's how stupid you sound when you say, oh, I'm taking advice from my bitter single friends about relationships. Stop taking advice from them. They're horrible. And they're just bitter loves company. Misery loves company. So stop taking advice from your bitter, crazy single friends. That's just one thing. But I don't know. I mean, like I said before, I'm not like the perfect person to take advice from. I'm not an expert on this. I'm just saying from my personal experience, things go a lot better when I stop taking advice from people who are bitter and single and who pull the whole all guys are dogs kind of thing. I mean, that's just never a good idea, especially if your friend says that. You probably shouldn't take advice from your friend, because either your friend has dated every guy in the world, or she's just really, really mad at one person who's like really pissed her off, and that's never a good idea. But yeah, I mean, I think that's another thing too. I think the number one reason a lot of guys, I know guys have told me, like girls have done this many times, it bothers them a lot, is that you should never compare your boyfriend to your ex. I think that's just like, you should never do that. It's like, why would would you enjoy a guy saying, hey, you remind me a lot of my ex-girlfriend? That's not something you want to hear. I mean, they're exes for a reason, so you never want to hear someone say you remind me of someone who I used to care about. But I hope that answers your question. I know I kind of just rambled on about random different stuff, but it's just things that I just thought of on the spot of what things you should not do to I don't know, keep a guy around, I guess. I mean, there's things you should do anyway when you're in a relationship, but that's just another story. But I hope I answered your question. It's probably easier to answer these questions on Facebook or Twitter or something, not through a video where I can ramble on for 10 minutes. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. That's about it. Bye.